Hello to everyone who is watching this video. I am Kimberly Inobio, and today we will be discussing CVP analysis, or the cost volume profit analysis. Our lesson objectives is the student should be able to define what cost volume profit analysis is, identify the key components of CVP, understand how cost, sales, and profit are related, apply basic CVP formulas to solve simple problems, and analyze and explain the importance of CVP, how changes in cost or price affect profit. We have a core concept of CVP analysis, that CVP, or the cost volume profit analysis, is a managerial accounting tool used to examine how cost, sales volume, and price affect profit. It analyzes the relationship between selling price, variable cost, fixed cost, sales volume, and profit. So CVP, in simple terms, CVP help answer how many units must we sell to avoid losses or reach its target profit. So we have key components. First is fixed cost, second is variable cost, third is sales volume, fourth is selling price, and five is profit. Now, fixed cost is the costs that do not change with production. Example here is rent, salaries, and another sample is subscription, taxes, something like that. So variable cost that change per unit. Example, materials, labor per product. Now, in sales volume is the number of units sold. So, nakaisa ka product, and then nabaligyan, pila to mabaligyan nimo. So, in selling price is the price per unit. So, katong imong product sa sales volume, ibaligyan nimo po tagsa-tagsa. Like, for example, tag 10, 20, tag 10 ang isa. So, we have that profit. So, to achieve or to gain profit, we need revenue. So, ang revenue is katong overall nga money. Apil na dira ang total cost. Now, to achieve profit, we need to subtract total cost to revenue. Moving forward to break-even analysis. Now, I'm going to, so this graph or this figure shows the break-even analysis. So what do we have here? As you can see, what the graph shows, it has X and Y axis. The X is the horizontal, the units sold. The Y is the revenue or the money. Now, in the left side are the loss. Here, at the beginning, the cost line is higher than the revenue line. This means you are spending more than you earn. The business is at a loss. For example, you sold few items, but still paying rent, salaries, etc. So the middle break-even point, or the BIP, this is where the revenue line and cost line meet. Meaning, total revenue is equal to total cost. No profit, no loss. This is the minimum sales needed to survive. Right side is equal to profit. After the break-even point, revenue becomes higher than cost, meaning you are now earning profit. The more units you sell, the bigger the profit. Fixed costs stay the same, rent, salaries. Variable costs increase as you sell more materials production. So this graph shows that when sales are low, the business loses money. At the break-even point, there is no loss and no profit. After that point, the business starts earning profit as sales increase. As sales increase, thank you that thank you for listening. We will now move on to another page. Oh, sorry. So these are the meaning. Okay, the key components of a break-even chart. So we have x-axis, y-axis, fixed cost line, total cost line, total revenue line, break-even point, total cost line, and
Cost volume profit or CVP analysis begins with the three fundamental equations used to measure financial health. First, you calculate the contribution margin or CM, which is the selling price minus the variable cost, representing the money earned from each product after paying for its direct production. Next is the break-even point is determined by dividing the total fixed cost by the contribution margin to find the number of products you must sell to neither lose or nor gain money. Finally, profit is calculated by multiplying sales by the contribution margin and thus subtracting fixed cost to determine how much you actually earn.
So now let's talk about the purpose of CVP analysis. First, determine break-even point. CVP analysis helps the business na makadetermine ang break-even point. This is the point nga equal ang total sales of total costs. So no profit and no loss pa. Ka-help ni siya para ma-determine kung pila ka products ang dapat ma-sell before earning profit. Second, plan target profit. CVP analysis helps businesses plan their target profit. It shows nga pila ka units ang kinahanglan ibaligya para maabot ang desired nga income or profit goal. Third, set pricing strategies. Businesses use analysis para makaset og sakto nga pricing strategy. Mag-help ni siya para mabalaan if ang selling price is enough ba or enough ba to cover costs and still earn profit. Fourth, analyze business risk. CVP analysis helps analyze possible business risk. If sales decrease, the company can estimate possible losses. Maka-help ni sa managers to make better decisions and avoid financial problems. Next is optimize production decisions. CVP analysis helps businesses decide how many products should be produced and sold. It guides the company in controlling costs and improving profit through better production decision.
The importance of this analysis lies in its ability to provide a clear financial targets for any business venture. By understanding the relationship between the cost and the sales volume, creators can make informed decisions about pricing and resource allocations. It moves a project from a simple estimation to data-driven planning, ensuring the number of users or sales achieved actually covers the expenses of the operation. Ultimately, it serves as the roadmap to profitability, helping businesses to avoid losses and plan for growth. In real-world applications, technology sector, these calculations are applied across various project types to ensure sustainability. For software development projects, it helps balance the cost of development against the number of expected users, and informs the pricing of subscriptions like SaaS. Tech startups use it to identify when an app will become profitable and how many users are required to reach the break-even point. For web systems, it assists in managing fixed hosting cost and variable transaction cost to determine the sales needed to generate a profit.
Selling price is constant. The analysis assumes nga ang sales price dili mag-change, meaning parehas ra gihapon ang presyo sa products bisan modaghan or mubaba ang sales. All units produced are sold. CBP assumes nga tanan products nga na-produce kay mabaligya dayon, while stock or unsold items nga mabilin cost behave linearly. This means nga cost and sales change at a constant rate. If production increases, cost also increase proportionally. Learn na po ta sa limitations. Limitations of CBP analysis. Ang una is assume real-world conditions are constant. CBP analysis assumes nga walay change sa market conditions. Pero in real life, process or cost and customer behaviors can change anytime. Ang ikaduha is not accurate for complex markets. CBP is not always accurate sa complex businesses on or markets, especially if daghan product naga-change of prices or different cost structures. Ay katulo is ignore changes in demand or competition. The analysis does not consider nga na-change in customer demand or competitions. Possible nga mubaba ang sales tungod sa competitors or nag-change sa customer preferences.
So we have recommended. So for your information, if you want for more discussion of this topic, we recommended you the academic sources, the journal, and academic papers. So we have the link. So you can visit this. Okay. So once again, thank you.